Who made the first move? Hey guys, welcome back to another channel with Mark.
And Isaiah.
And today we're going to be doing a Q&A on the questions that y'all asked on my Instagram. So, we got a lot of questions. This is one of the most asked questions that I got. But y'all asked, how did y'all first meet? So, for a couple months, we said that we met through mutual friends, but there's a little backstory to that. We actually did not meet through mutual friends, and we actually met on Instagram. So I was on Instagram and I saw a Instagram suggestion, and I followed him, and he went and looked at my page and saw how much of a queen I was, and DM'd me. So ever since then, talked for like the whole night and then talked for the whole day. Ever since then, have not stopped talking to him. So that's how the story on how we met. And it was crazy because a week before that, we found out later that I had been to a football game that he was at, but I didn't know that. I didn't know him at the time, obviously, but I actually took a picture of the sunset at a weird angle, and he happened to be in it. So that's how that played out. Second question that we got is, what are you looking forward to? Honestly, I'm looking forward to going to university and just living my best life. Honestly, I feel like I've been doing the same thing for 4 years now, it feels like, that I just kind of want to change, and I want to see what life has to offer. What about you?
Yeah, like Mark said, going to college, it'd be something different, something new. Probably won't be the easiest thing at times, but it'll be something different and whole new experience. And then of course growing with Mark and as a couple, as people, and
what is something that you and Isaiah have in common? I think something that we have in common is about how much effort we put into everything. I feel like I'm very much like, I do something and I put my 100% in, or I try to put my 100% in, and I feel like that's what he does too. I feel like it's never really 20, 80, or anything else. It's always us being 50-50, or someone being there for each other all the time.
Yeah, we go together like really. There was never an awkward stage. We always were good and been taught. We text all day, every day. Been the same since the beginning, since August.
Yeah, and actually on our first date, we went to mini golf, and I thought it was gonna be so awkward. I was so scared. I remember getting there, and I had actually parked my car like with the other car. Like, I parked it. My mirror was like with there, but since it was like kind of sideways parked, my car was like all the way up here, and the other car was up here. So like literally, I was in like the road, and he got there, and he was like, "Why are you parked so far?" And I was like, I looked at my car. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, like he said, we never really had an awkward stage. We have been doing everything together ever since. So that was really good about our relationship. So this is more of a question for me, but it says, what does your boyfriend support you in the most? I feel like what he supports me in the most is like, whenever I'm having any sort of like situation, or I'm feeling like I'm in distress or anything, I know I can always go to him. And like, he's the type of person that like, I will be like asking him a question, or I'll be like, I feel this, that, and that, and he'll be so straight up with me. Like, he'll never be like, oh, like, that person's in the wrong. Like, he won't be biased towards anything, and I really admire that, because I feel like that's something I need in my life. Like, someone that's not always gonna say what I want to hear, but someone that's gonna tell me what I need to hear, in that sense. Do y'all both see each other in your future? Honestly, yes. Like, I feel like I do a lot of the things, and especially like when I'm doing it by myself, I'll be like, I wish Isaiah was here. Like, I love making memories, and I know that we always have the best time. So,
Yeah, like more than any, like we grow every time we do stuff. There's always like new things we do. We make memories. We have an album, shared album. We make memories of everything we do. Like we will never forget, and then it just builds and builds and builds and builds, and you know, I wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else.
Okay, next question. What's the most favorite thing you like that Isaiah got you? So I don't know, y'all are gonna think I'm weird, but I really don't care. All those Squishmallows back there, almost all of them, he has gotten them for me, and honestly, I think those are like very special.
First date.
Because it's been like a staple ever since we literally like have been talking, got together, everything. Every time that there's an event going on or anything. Also, he loves making me posters, which I love. But every time he does anything like that for me, there's always a Squishmallow that comes with it, and it's just like different steps or different stages in our relationship. So
they all mean
they
something.
All show something.
They all got them all at a certain time.
Like down to like I wasn't feeling good, and he went to the store and got me one just for fun. So yeah, I think that's something like really special to my heart, and that's probably my favorite thing that Isaiah gives me. Moving on to another question about us. What made you decide to make a YouTube channel together? Did I say that?
Yeah, basically like showing y'all us, like, because I know the stereotypes about YouTube is not real, and it don't be, but like if it needs to be like said, needs to be seen, we want to do it, we like to do it, and it's really nice because we know what we have, so we didn't mind sharing it with all of y'all, and it's actually really, really fun, like watching our channel grow every single day, like,
and funny story, we were actually at Chipotle one day after church, and we were outside in the parking lot, we were eating, and we were doing a vlog, and Isaiah was like, oh my gosh, Mark, we should make a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, we should. And that's honestly been a thing ever since. We always bring it up, but we would never really come to do it. So one day we were like, okay, we're going to sit down, we're going to make this account, we're going to promote it, we're going to make at least one video. We actually made that Christmas video, which it wasn't the best thing, but it was not our intention to put that on YouTube. That's why it's not like a YouTube video. It didn't have an intro. We had to personally go and make that intro for the video, but
it was a little tassel. But
yeah, but we got that going. So yeah, it's always been a thing that, well, not always, but it's been a thing for a while, and we just finally, decided to do it.
And it was like our New Year's resolution too.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I wanted to start YouTube.
It was.
Like, and she's always down for anything. If it's something like that, especially something we can make memories on, she's down for it. So.
What age are y'all excited to turn, and what age would y'all go back to? That's a good question. I'm excited to turn. Honestly, I'm excited to just turn 18. I'm not 18 yet. I'll be 18 in like 2 weeks. He's 18, but I'm not 18 yet. But I just think it's like, wow, like you made it, 18 is kind of big. So I'm excited to be 18. And I would go back to like my prime teenage years. Like, I feel like this is like the best time to like be here. Like being a teenager is no bills, barely no bills. I mean, you get to go out with your friends, barely like, getting into adult world. So I think that's how I would want to spend my years.
As far as what age are you excited, just honestly making it to every next year. Because, that's always a blessing to do. Just to be thankful for all that. Really blessed, But as far as going back, probably like kind of Mark said, probably like prime high school, like preteen, teenager years, like have to worry about anything. You had everything. Your parents gave you everything. Like just because you were a kid and you look back at it and you don't realize like how much it means to you until you like do it and then like experience it and then look back on it. So
yeah, that's a good question. Who made the first move? Well, I followed him, but we always talk about this. But I followed him. I followed him, but he DM'd me, so technically he made the first move.
Like we're making a little small talk.
Yeah.
It was always like a click though. It was, you could feel it. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. I actually went to his soccer game like
2 days.
2 days after I met him. And I saw him there, and I was like,
she met my mom and dad.
Literally sat with his mom and dad.
Was gonna meet me the day after. Cause I had 3 games that week. That Monday I played. That we started texting. I had just played on Trask. Then the next day was Hop 10, and then the game she went was Triton on Wednesday. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I didn't go to Hop 10 because I had to go to a concert, but I had already had tickets for a while. But I probably would have been there if it wasn't for that. So it was kind of an instant thing for us. What is your dream vacation? I don't know.
Maybe it's like traveling to a different country. I know that's really vague. Dubai is really, really expensive, but it's really, really nice too. I hear a lot about them. And just a whole different, even like Jamaica, anywhere like that, like Germany, all those places. Just looking at a whole different like view of life that you never would experience here. Cause everything here is so like standard. It seems like every other country, even if it's like not the way you would want to live, it's like so much different, and it's just interesting to like learn about and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I really want to go to Mexico. I was supposed to this summer. I might still be going. I'm not really sure, but I really just want to see like what it's like over there, like where my parents came from, how they grew up, like the different cities. I know there. I've heard like you go there, nobody cares what you look like, nobody cares what you wear. And I feel like that's not how it is here sometimes. And I just kind of want to experience what it feels like to just be welcomed and loved by everyone around you. This is more of a question for me. What are your plans after CTLA? Those that don't know, I go to CTLA and I'm studying IT. I've been doing this for like 4 years now. I'm ready to get out. But I have 1 year left, and then I'll have an associate's in IT, and then after that I hope to transfer to a 4-year and complete my bachelor's in 2 years, and hopefully computer science or cybersecurity. I'm not sure yet, but either NC State or ECU is what I'm looking at right now. Do you want to say your plans after high school?
After high school, I'm gonna go to ECU. I'm a major in psychology. Probably gonna stay the full 6 years for grad school, and then after that, I want to move to Raleigh really, because that's where all the opportunities are. Find a good job and then just do what I love, you know. So, and I've really been looking up, like really been intrigued recently, looking up like different opportunities, like different money that being a psychologist like pays. Whole different fields you can be. So yeah, anything from like a therapist to like working in jails with people, talking to them.
Next question, what's your Chipotle order? So, I actually went with Isaiah to try Chipotle for his first time, which I was so confused. I did not know that he had never tried Chipotle, but I took him. Or, no, he took me, and I went with him. But, my Chipotle order is, I usually just get a bowl. Honestly, I've tried the burritos, not a fan, because they get soggy and they fall apart. But my Chipotle order is brown rice, black beans, steak or chicken, and then I'll get sour cream, lettuce, and I think and queso. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all I get in mine. And sometimes I'll get the chips. It depends.
Mine, I don't really know. I just kind of get like chicken and steak. You have that right? And then like rice. Call it a day. Put some queso maybe.
Yeah, he's very basic.
It's good.
He's very basic and he's very picky. Okay, next question. Favorite feature in each other. Favorite feature about, or physical feature about Isaiah are his eyes. I've always told him, like, you have such pretty eyes. His eyelashes are so long. So I think that's my favorite physical feature. As far as, like, character-wise, he has a very big heart. He's very attentive to everything around him, and he'll be the first person to take his shirt off his back for you. So I really like that, because he'll think about everyone else and then think about himself. So I like that about him.
Mom for Mark. Probably like she said, I know it's like, oh, you're copying her, but probably her eyes too. I've mentioned that to her. And the first time I met her, I was like, you look so much better in person. Like, obviously she looked good. I thought she looked good, or when I had texted her. But like, she looked so good. Like, and then the stadium lights were dimming down. Like, I was like, oh, keeping this one for sure. And also like her complexion, I really like it too. She's just, she's just really pretty.
He told me that I think second day. He's like, I really like how light you are, and I was like,
especially with like the gold jewelry, it just all pops. Just really makes her look like how she is as a person. Just my favorite overall. She's really caring. She's always trying to understand what's going on, and then maybe not always put her 2 cents in, but she does always try to be there for anybody, and just try to learn and understand so she can help out. And for me, like within our relationship, I like when she's really like open to me and I can just talk to her.
Like how our relationship is not a secret, but it's not out there. Like, it's very private to us. I don't share on Instagram or any other social media like what happens between us, and I really like that, because I mean, at the end of the day, it's us. Okay. Next question. What's on your bucket list? Okay. On my bucket list, I think, obviously, like I said before, obviously graduate from CTLA and go to university. After university, I kind of just want to have a stable job, settle in, and then hopefully have a family of my own.
Yeah, basically the same thing. Go to college, live it up to the best of my ability, get a good job, travel a little bit, eventually have a family too. Just make memories along the way, have fun, live life, you know. I know it's vague, but that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And then, like, good job, like something I love every day I can go do, talk about it. Yeah. But I can see that happening for the most part. I'm not worried about that. So. Okay.
What's your skincare routine? Well, you might have a skincare routine. I actually gave him like a whole skincare set for Christmas. I don't know if he uses it. He says he does. I don't know.
I do.
But his skin looks pretty good. So thank you. Honestly, if I'm gonna be so real, I wake up, wash my face with water. And if I put makeup on, I'll wash it with a cleaner or cleanser. And then I'll make sure everything's off, and then I'll go over with the makeup remover wipe to make sure everything's completely off. And then use this. It's actually right here. I'll use this cream. I love it so much. And I'll put it on after my shower and rub it in, and perfect. So that's mine. And yours?
Obviously the skincare routine has steps, and I just follow it. I don't really know what they're all called, but there's like 5 different little things, and then like there's a toner, there's a obviously cleanser, and then there's the cream for after. Yeah. So, yeah.
What's your style and biggest style inspiration? Honestly, I think my style is kind of everywhere. I kind of wear whatever I want. I'll do a lot of like, I don't really wear skinny jeans. I'll wear like baggy jeans and crop tops and sweatshirts, hoodies, sweatpants, all that sort of stuff. The normal basic stuff. Nothing too much. Yeah.
Oh, so I can switch it up. Like as far as like style, it's like streetwear, casual. I'm really big into like shoes too. And
if y'all haven't seen that video, by the way, go check it out. He made his first actual solo video on his shoe collection. So that was really interesting. I was very proud of him for coming up with the idea, because I know how much that channel means to him, and that just showed it to me even more. But yeah, check that video out. We can link it down below.
But yeah, like Mar was saying too, like baggy is been the way, and basically anything that matches the aesthetic of what shoes I want to put on that day is how I dress. Like, I remember back in the day, elementary school, it was like we'd go to Walmart and get Russell outfits, like have red, blue, green, orange, and then wear that, switch them up every day of the week, and then do the same thing next week. Like, I never cared if it's just the color or the pants or the hoodie, or that's just what I do. So it's kind of everywhere, but I try to always put it together. And for the most part, I think it always looks pretty good.
And your biggest style inspiration? Someone that inspires you? I think he's just him.
Yeah, I don't idolize anybody. I don't feel like that's you being like that true to yourself. I feel like whatever you want to do, you do it. However you feeling, that's how you feel. Then you go about your life and your day, or whatever the case may be, just like that. So yeah, that's what I always try to do.
Yeah, as far as like style inspiration for me, I don't really look at anybody.
Kind of what you like, and then you just buy it and you wear it.
I mean, I'm kind of basic. I just like white shirt, blue jeans, call it a day. Honestly, nothing crazy. Just keep it simple. Next question: favorite beauty products. One of my favorite beauty products, I really like the Rare Beauty Blush. Only for the reason being that I like how pigmented it is, and I'll just put on a little bit and it lasts me a really long time, which is great because I hate having to buy like same makeup products, constantly. And another product I really liked is the Say lip gloss. I actually got that last year with one of my best friends. Shout out Hannah. I got it with her and I really loved it. That I finished it in like a couple months. But those are two of my main favorite. Oh, also the Tarte concealer is really good. Gives you pretty good coverage, and that's one of my favorites. And he don't wear makeup, so that's not a question for him. Last but not least, question from my best friend. Shout out Jenny.
We just went from bottom to top. No, it was really not an order. So yeah.
She asked, "What's your pet peeve?" You're gonna go first. Because I don't really know what mine is.
I don't really have any. I do, but like not anything major. It's just like, I guess it's like kind of stems from, if you don't have nothing good to say, just don't say anything. You just know you're gonna bother somebody. I don't like when people just talk. Like, there's no point. Like when you get stared at and it's like, shut up, and it's like, it annoys me. I don't know. And then like feeling like I'm not being heard too. That has to be like, that's probably the number one, and the other one number two. But yeah. But I like talking. I like talking things out, talking to people, getting an understanding, even if it's not what you want to hear. You never know. There's always a deeper meaning to somebody acting the way they act. And yeah.
For me, I feel like my biggest pet peeve is like someone or somebody acting like someone they're not. I feel like we should all just be who we want to be. And it's like, that's the whole purpose of being your own person. Have individuality, have confidence, because like if you believe you're the baddest, you're the baddest out there.
You're nothing without your own opinion of yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's it. Like, just be who you are. Don't try to be someone that you're not, and everything will work out for you. So yeah, I think that was all our questions. If you have any other questions, you can let us know, and we can even do a part 2. So these are only questions. Yeah, these were only questions from my friends, or from my Instagram. So we could do a part 2 based on his friends and his Instagram. So yeah, we hope you like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope to see y'all next week with another YouTube video.
All right.
Bye.